Now let's look into the concept of including the rentals. Why the term including the rentals are included within the definition of property, plant, and equipment. So before moving towards IAS 16, I want to let you know there's a standard called IAS 40 that deals with investment property. So I'll just give you a gist of what investment property says. If you have any land or building that is held for the purpose of earning the rentals or for capital appreciation. You have any land building that you held because of your want to earn the rentals or you want to gain the capital appreciation from holding that particular asset. Then in such a case, that particular land and building is required to be classified as investment property. So why we are able to see including the rentals under IAS 16? So in order to explain this concept, I want to demonstrate an example of a hotel. When you go to a hotel, you not only pay for the structure, you not only pay for the building, you also pay for the services, which means for structure and for services, you pay the entire rent. Hence, under IAS 40, it is said that if from any land building, if the amount of rent includes a service element immaterial, which is not immaterial, then in such a case, such land and building need to be classified as property, plant, and equipment under IAS 16. That's why people may get confused that hotels are required to be classified as investment properties. I don't think so. Hotels includes service element, and if service element come into picture, it's required to be classified as property, plant, and equipment. That's why specifically IASB included the term including the rentals in the definition of PP&E. Now, there's another reason why IASB included this terminology within the definition. Now, under IAS 40, suppose an asset is well qualified under IAS 40, which means it met all the definition under IAS property to be a investment property. To be an investment property. Now, IAS 40 gives an option in respect of subsequent measurement. After you initially recognize an investment property, it gives two options to the entity. Either the entity can go for the cost method. Either the entity can go for the cost method or the entity can go for the fair value method. We're not going to discuss fair value method here. We have a detailed video on fair value method. Now, to sum up, under IAS 40, if any in case of subsequent measurement, it provides two options to the entity. Either they can go for the cost method or they can go for the fair value method in respect of that particular investment property. Now, if the entity choose to use a cost method, they need to follow the guidance under IAS 16, which means if the entity chose to follow cost method, they need to follow the requirement under IAS 16, which means even though an investment property is there under IAS 40, the subsequent measurement and other requirements will be dealt by IAS 16. Hence, due to this, due to these two factors, the first one is because of the service element. Think about hotel. I just give you a picture. Think about a hotel that includes a service element, and hence even though we are earning the rentals, we need to classify it as property, plant, and equipment. The second reason is in 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 few cases, if the entity choose to apply the cost method under IES 40, so all the requirement of measurement are dealt by IES 16. So these are primarily two reasons why we have including the rentals in the definition of PPE.